Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to my channel. The underrated doctor is yours truly, the number one grinder. Um, our family just paid our last respects to my late, my brother and sister's late brother, also uncle, also father, also cousin, Mr. Paul Timothy Thomas. We had the Zoom virtual earlier. The one who did it did a marvelous job. Let me read this out first before I continue. Come and join real conversation with the number one grinder. Us as the righteous one individually, let's make a change within ourselves. And genuine being there for each other. We all we got. Yeah, y'all, we all we got. So let me get this out the way because I definitely won't see that no more. So let me hit this. Oh, sorry. Let me hit that. Okay. So I appreciate that the ones showed up. K-Fist, Candy, thank you. Sir Abdul, thank you so much. Brother Lou. If I didn't forget, I didn't forget you. So I definitely want to do certain things. I do want to do a live with you. So watch out for that. So, whew, like I did pay my last respects of my late mother back in October, end of September of 2019. My youngest brother paid my last respects in October of the same year. And now, pay my last respects on my late second oldest brother, Paul Timothy Thomas. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start this intro. We're going to get this going. So be back within over 3 minutes. Thanks y'all for being here. Be right back. Again, thanks again. Fix my thing. Gotta look good. Thanks again for showing up. My channel is the Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. Got my big six and my big sis in here. Lorna Karma, thanks for coming. Swoops Like Me, thanks for coming. Brother She, thanks for coming. Um, brother Commander Lou, Carmel Candy, thanks for giving. Sir, brother Sir, thanks for coming. Let me see who else. Tom Malone, as always, day one. Thank you so much. All praise to your Son Jesus Christ. Um, we're gonna give like maybe give and take maybe 1 or 2 more minutes before we continue. But my family had the Zoom visual today of my second oldest brother. Our second oldest brother, father, cousin, uncle, name it. And it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful celebration. But you know, a human feeling, it hurts. No, the woman that you see, Lorna Cromwell, she not blood, but she knew me. I was very little. When I was talking about advocate, I mean, she always advocate for me. You know, she's one of the few that took me under her wing, and her kids is like, they family. They my nephews, and I protect them, just like how she protect me. Hey, foot soldier, how you doing? And so it's definitely hard because Big Six Lorna, she took us in, you know, and I appreciate that. Though advocacy is very important. That in human life that we take for granted, because it should be all about having money or the big house or a big job, but the human spirit that we neglect. I know outside of space and even you see inside these spaces of social media. And when you advocate for somebody, that means you believe in them. That means at times that even certain family members or friends don't see the potential, but you see it. And you're there. You show up in good times and bad times. And that's what my big sis right here, Lorna Cromwell, means to me. And to me, to the family, but I said for me. And also, hopefully, you're going to see and also, you're going to see other family members, hopefully. If they don't come, it's been a tiring day. So if they don't show up, it's understandable. But also, you're probably going to see some others going to show up that advocate for me. No, thank you, brother Lou. Appreciate that. Thank you. So, faith is very important. Always gotta have that spiritual being that comes first. Hey, sis, how you doing, Deborah? Thanks for coming. No, I remember that I was dressing up to receive spiritual counsel and stuff like that, and I was dressed like something like this, And my late brother, he said, "Yo, I like that. That's styling, My brother was my late brother. He always liked style, man. He could dress, man. That's what we call him up dressing. The family, my brothers and sisters, my cousins, uncles, and all that. That's a thing. When we stepped out, we stepped out. But he's always be different. You know what I'm saying? So this is my different. This is me. You know what I'm saying? So he loved this. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? Thanks for coming. And information man, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. So this is my thing. And he used to always had to kick out and everything, like, hey man, I like that. And that was it. Advocate. No. Hey, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, sis. Thanks for coming. And I know that she's hi sis. How you doing? That's my brother Mark Ellington's wife. Yeah, so we have to understand that. Never think that we could go on our own marriage. You know? We don't. And that's the sad thing, even outside the space and inside the space too. We feel that some of us, not in the chat, I know what y'all about, but you can't make it on your own. You gotta respect the high and be. And I'm gonna get it on. I said I'd give about another minute, and we're gonna pay our last respects to our late to our late second oldest brother, the father, um, cousin, nephew, all of that rap in one. We're gonna pay our last respects. We're gonna. And so we'll give a few more seconds. I mean, I'll give another minute. And so that's very important for me. My collabo. I want to say my brother out right. And the ones there, love you too. That's another one that advocate for me. See, sometimes, before I continue, let me cut it because I agree to it. I don't want y'all to see. But sometimes that when you go through trials and tribulations, Jehovah God had put people around you and you see his hand and they stick with you while some people had throw you away. And you have to understand this, that the one just know me that I'm a rebel, but I'm a rebel for Jehovah God and Son Jesus Christ. And yeah, I know. And then if people have a problem with it, that's what it is. What it is. No. And you have to respect people like that advocate for you because those are God's jewels. I appreciate that, but thank you. Because of my life, I know what is get kicked aside, but God had never left me. And sometimes our priorities you know, get astray sometimes. And God see you need to come home. I don't want you to be part of that flock. I want you to be part of my flock. No? So now this is where we at right now. Now we gonna get to my brother and the ones that be coming in that I'm introduce y'all. No problem with that. So I introduce Lorna Cromwell, that's Big Sis, Big Brother Mark Gallatin, Big Sis, White Big Sis. Welcome to the family. And my brother was born November 17th, 1964. He's born in Brooklyn Jewish Hospital. That's how I was. I was born June 4th, 1966. Throw it up there. He was under parents. My late father, Herschel Nathan Thomas, and my mother, Frances Lee Wallace. On my father's side, he have a brother named late father, grandfather Wallace. Grandfather Thomas. I'm gonna get my mother's side in a few. Grandfather Thomas. His first name was Lamar. So my late mother named my late brother after him. And he and Pac Wallace. I want you to understand this. I said this before, but the ones that is new here, I don't mind repeating it again. I lost two of my grandfather when I was 6. That's my late mother's father and my father's father. I lost grandfather Wallace. That's from my mother's side, 6. Grandfather Thomas, I was 8. And both of them had an impact in my life. They was an advocate for me. And but get back to the family. Now, my mother and father got married at 62. Okay, my mother already had my brother Mark, my older brother, my older sister Vanessa, I believe 53, 54, something like that. And then a few years later, my older brother Mark is 61. That's before she met my father. When she met my father also was married before then. He had a few kids. The ones that we know is our sister Rosa. Catherine. Matter of fact, it was like Catherine. She passed away in April. Died there by, so we lost her. And then along the way, like I said, on my father's side, we had a brother named Raiders. We became Jehovah's Witness. Where I was seeing, matter of fact, I ain't seen it for years. I know they dead or not and everything, because ever since my father passed away in 89, it seems like the communication has cut. Sad too. It's real sad. So hopefully he's living and stuff. And I'm going to later on. I mean, near future, I'm gonna start looking for my family on both sides. So I've been thinking about it. But anyway, get back to this. Okay, my mother, and my mother, she have a then my grandma, my great grandmother Perry. Now I'm going to my mother's side, and grandmother Perry, grandmother Mary Lee Bassey, and I have a then also my late grand aunt Rosalie Thomas, and my great grandmother and my grandma also passed 2 years ago, and then my second mother, Auntie Ruth. That's my cousin's mother, and Uncle Pete. She passed away of cancer 98, but he's my uncle. He's still living. He in his 90s, still pumping. So shout out to Uncle Pete. Love you too. He my uncle, but he coming to the father status too in my life. And my cousin Larry, I love you. Then after that, my cousin Renee. cousin Nina, my cousin Junior, Peter Jr., cousin Greer. Hold on, let me go back. It's Larry. No, let me see. I think Larry was born in 55. I gotta say the years because that's when I could. Cause Larry was born, I think he was born like 50, 55, 56, something like that. I mean 50, 50, 54, 55, something like that. Then it comes Renee. Renee was born 57, still living. 58, my cousin Nina, still living, married. Cousin Randy, her kids. All right. Then cousin Junior, 60. Then 62, cousin Greer, living. 63, cousin Joe, still living. Him, and my second older sister Gail was born the same year. Then, years later, my cousin Lance, born 71. There it is. There it is. So shout out to them. I love y'all too. So I gotta get this out the nicer. Thanks for coming. But now we gonna, get into my brother, your poor Timothy Thomas. In my own words, he was special. People say, oh, he likes to be standoffish. Nah, you get to know him. He always fight for the underdog. He always fight. He never like the big person always take advantage of the little person. He never liked that, And that's how we was raised too. That's how our family was raised on both sides of my late father's side, my late mother's side. So let me put that out there. And I see battles that people thought he was gonna lose and he win. I seen it myself, even when we was little. Along the years when we was living, he always said, "Man, I always respect you, Jerry." He called me J Bone. I said, he gave me that name. I said it on the past two when he passed too, but like the ones wasn't here. I said this, but he used to call me, "Yo, what's up, J Bone?" I ain't liked it, but he said, I said, well, you don't want to call me that, right? He said, yeah. So nobody don't call. Nah, nobody will call. I don't want to call you J Bone. And that's why he said, "What's up, J Bone?" And people like, why? We established that. So ain't none of your business. Stay out of it. Just grown folk talk. And that was it. And along the way, when you get old as men, I'm talking as men now. As men, along the way, you bump heads. You finding yourself, But along the way, sometimes we get mixed up. Maybe we lost touch. We always find ourselves back together. But the one thing that I always gonna love you. And you cannot do nothing about it. That's how I know I can't do nothing about it. No. And that's the problem. We don't respect each other's vision that God had instilled in us. Go along. And And I see he won a lot of battles. Some of it's on me. Some of it's in his jobs. Some of it's within the community. And he loved to serve Jehovah, and he died for it. He died in Jehovah's name. And I'm proud of that. And see, sometimes we get so caught up of things that is not relevant in God's order, in Jehovah's order. So sometimes we have to see things for what it is. Sometimes we have to get spiritual spanking. And along the way, I had to get some spiritual spanking, but a loving spanking. I'm here. It's my hand. Can't do it alone. I understand people hurt you. Do what I do. Be okay. No. Like I say, he's a great dresser. Just like just like Ronald Ellington, and you see a few other men. I around some sharp, even women, I around some sharp dressers. Hey, Sister Beach, always a pleasure to see you. Peace to you and your family. And please get well, sis. You can always reach out to me. I'm here. And along the way, he got married in 86. I wish I tried to find some pictures, man. That's my mom. That's my mom, my late mom's at the time. She was doing hair, man. I was that man. I was the man back there. And but that's along the way I met Brother Mark Ellington. He became my big brother. Been a staple of my life from then and after that. And then my late brother was very close. So I can't imagine how he feels. And but I was in his wedding. They said, but this is cool. This is great. He said, I want to do something. And he said, I don't hope you don't get mad, but he always was considerate though. When it comes to my faith, he always was considerate. And he said, want daddy to be the best man for the ceremony. For the reception, I want you to be the best man. All right. I don't see nothing wrong with it. People used to be, And so that was his way, because me and my late father was never really close. That was his way trying to bridge the relationship between me and our late father. Then I found out like years later, and and it was a great time, See, he got married, and when I had kids, and then he married a beautiful woman. That's my niece mother. Her name is Vet. Now, her name's Vet. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're right, bro. You're right, big bro. And so along the way, that then there's a beautiful soul came in the picture. Her name is Jennifer Keziah Thomas. And that's when him and his ex-wife now saying that he want me to be, not just be the uncle, he want me to be the second father. And I just wish, I wish my father had been living a little longer so Jennifer got to get to know her grandfather. She would love him. I know he would love her back. But anyway, now hopefully you might see her. She probably tired because she had a long day and long, you know. But she became also my second daughter. So I had a hand of that, of the nourishing. And he says, if I'm ever gone, won't you watch out for her? No, I trust you. I believe in you. But I never thought that it come to this day. You never you never plan for it. It's something you don't plan for. But I would say that I'll be there for my second daughter. Now along the way, that marriage didn't happen. Then he got married to this other woman. Her name is Dawn. Then they had a child, a beautiful child. Her name is Chloe Thomas, and two beautiful daughters. And, hey Hilda, how you doing? Thanks for coming. And no, along the way he had hard times, but he made it through. And man, along the way, I was lost. I was lost. I ain't gonna say I was lost like that, but I'm talking about within the family. I was lost. Hey sis, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I know it's you too, Hilda. I know it's you too. Acting up. And but he was there, you know. Always welcome me back to the family. Anybody that the family had problems with me, he will take care of it. That's part of advocate. Also advocate for him too. He said, "You advocate for me." I did, you know. We always be talking, and then and we always say, "Man, I see you speaking. You would pet people's lives. You should think about doing stuff." Nah, I don't do it. Because how I do it, I ain't gonna be nice. It's crazy. I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but he had checked out some of my lives. He said, "Why you say that?" But you know, he always want me to speak. You know, instead of talk about himself, he always, hey, you should check out my brother. He know about records. He know how to break things time. He know how to do stuff like that. I said, nah, it's all about you. Nah. Nah, you my brother. You and Thomas. You great. You great. Don't have nobody take your greatness from you. You a Thomas. You great. Yeah. Because along the way, certain family members, they ain't think I'm great. And he knew it. And he was on their neck. But the ones I just mentioned in the chat, like my brother Mark Gallatin and big sis Lorna Cromwell. They bridged the gap. And part of that, my brother had a symbol. Why do you think that sometimes when I be talking, I go hard. No. That's why I call myself well-rounded warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior for the truth. I cannot be stopped. I know what it's like not being counted. I know what it's like to be on the back all the time. I know what it's like not being mentioned. But I fought. But along the way, we got to understand. You know? Oh, family. Thank you. You got to get help. And you got to receive the help. Because part of that is spiritual counsel. Also, social counsel. Also, cultural counsel. Thank you. Thank you, big bro. But we always got to put Jehovah first. You know, people, why do you say Jehovah? Because I was born and raised a Jehovah's Witness. I've been astray. And I back in when I say spiritual counsel, I receive spiritual counsel from Jehovah. So I call the people that go to King Hall, yes, preach the good news, yes. But I said my own way, I receive a spiritual counsel. Because that's what it is. You know. And on the way, always pits and falls. No? My brother was a person that always inquisitive to hear, want to know what you thinking. We want to know that, hey, are you within God's side or not? Are you with advocate for the ones cannot fight for themselves? Thank you, sis. And along the way, when you stick up for what's right, you get jumped. You get jumped by different people. Sometimes spiritual, sometimes it could be spiritual matter, sometimes it could be physical matter, sometimes it could be social matter, sometimes it could be cultural matter, but sometimes all and above. That's how I dealt with. I know y'all hear me lately. I'm talking about the stigma. Sometimes even our family members have false stigmas about you. They see you in a certain way instead of see what Jehovah sees in you of love and devotion. I don't care about outside. Outside that world, I get what they talking about, and even I get what's it social media. So I get it, you know. So that's why I am what I am. And come to find out I'm the youngest. So I was the youngest when my mother, father, my late mother, my late father was living. I was the youngest for almost 13 years. And then my late youngest brother was born, and years later, back to be youngest again. No, But let me clear this up before I continue, because I'm not gonna keep you out that long. Anybody that wants to donate, what Lou put in, what Brother Lou that put in the description, it'd be very much appreciated. Hit the Cash App or hit the PayPal that you see in the chat. Also, you see what's you see in the ticket that is running through. That'd be greatly appreciated. Or if not, if you do not have the financial status, at least hit the like button and share this out. If you new, hit the bell. You could be part of the family. Hit the bell so you could be part of the family. And we greatly appreciate that. Hit it, y'all. Hit it. Like Commander Lou said, hit it. And now we're gonna get back to my late brother, my late grandfather, called Grandfather Wallace. That's my late mother's father. He passed away in 72. Sorry, I gotta mention this. Then Grandfather Thomas, he passed away 74. Grandfather Wallace, they say he's like in the street, like this, but he loves us. And I remember I told the story already, but the ones didn't know. I don't mind repeating it. I used to be in the Cadillac, and he used to drop them jewels. And I remember he don't know that he know what I'm talking about. Now, this is the time that I became in the educational system, part of special education. Okay? The stigma. They ain't letting nobody play me like that. And I thank him for that. And again, let me repeat myself. I lost two of my grandfathers, great men in their own way. And it affected me a lot throughout the years. Counsel. Now, we talk about men counsel. Men raise up little boys. That's what I was getting. Know certain things to do, know certain things not to do. See, back then, a man would be a man. Little boy be a little boy. It's not right now. You got NBA players like Russell Westbrook put on dresses. And you got other men dressing as they aren't supposed to. That's not what God sees. That's not what God wants. And we have to be very firm of that. There are men in this space right now that it's all right, but they don't want to speak up to that. Through my parents, God made me as a man. Of his eyes. He made woman of his eyes. Now there's some people gonna say, yeah, number one grinder, y'all never see you talk. I've been saying like this. Y'all some of y'all just don't want to hear it. And that's what my late second oldest brother stand for. Our family stand firm in that. We have to understand this world is full of wicked people, deliberate wicked people that my late brother detests of it. I even detest of it. You even got churches that preaching homosexuality. And even some in a political party, even some in organizations around the world. Go against God's creation. But let me say this. Jehovah giving us time to come back to his ways so we can gain everlasting life. But just understand this. This is the sign of the last days that it's going to be cleaned up. It's going to be cleaned up. So that's why of my channel, I take firm stance. When I have men's talk, it's for men. When I talk about spirituality, I am very firm of that. I ain't gonna want to debate nobody. Don't even come with no debate. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm all about doing God's will. That is it. So don't come with me with no garbage. Don't come with me with no nonsense. And that's my secular brothers word. That's how my late secular brothers about. And our family. Advocate. We have to understand we got to advocate for God. Yes. So when I said that I'm a different breed, bless me, I'm a different breed. Yeah, in y'all, in some of your eyes, but not in Jehovah's eyes. Nah. And but I do want to speak on this too. That I do talk about issues of us as a people, hey, black. I do. Do I believe in the humanity? Yes, I do. Do I do talk about fight young black boys? Yes, I do. That's part of my advocate because I understand they part of God's family that some of y'all fail to understand. Now, I'm not talking about the ones in the chat. I'm talking about the ones in the clouds. I appreciate you. You big sis too. Ha ha. Yes, you are. Ain't no punk of me. Ain't no sucker of me. Nah. Like my second or my late second oldest brother, poor Timothy Thomas, he demands respect. I'm a man. I put on my shoes like you. I put on my pants like you. I put on whatever it is. I'm a man at the end of the day. And that's how my late father was. Despite me and him, we didn't. But understand that. Man's man. I'm a man's man. Now, if there's some filter of me, no. Do I take some stance? You know that I know it's right. Yes. Do I get props for that? No. But that's all right. That's part of the process. I advocate for people that cannot be don't have a voice. I understand it when I was very little because I see it in my second oldest brother that no longer here, Paul Timothy Thomas. Also, I see it on Mark Wallace. Shout out to my older brother Mark Wallace. Shout out to Vanessa, my older sister Vanessa, and shout out to the rest of my nieces and nephews. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my cousins. Shout out to everybody. Everybody, both sides, my mother and my father's side. Everybody. Everybody. So, you think I care What you think about me? You think I care? Y'all call me certain call me certain names. You think I care? That you don't respect what I bring to the table? I really don't. But I know this much. Whatever I do, it's not about me. I go do what I can to inspire people that this world had cut off. Of the last days of this system, we have to make a choice. I can't make it for you. Do you want everlasting life, or you want to be in Satan's abyss to be destroyed? Now, there's going to be some religious ways you talking about. Like, again, people want to debate. Nah, I'm not going through that. See, my second oldest brother got a ticket already to be in everlasting life. And even the ones that passed, they're going to receive paradise, that we could play with animals, that we see our loved ones again, we can eat right. But we here on this earth, this is Satan world right now. You see what's going on. It's prophecy. Man turn against man, women turn against women. Idolaters was happening. See it. Prophecy. See, I'm fighting for the right side because I know it's right. I know in my mind heart is right because I see what Jehovah God had done for me through his son Jesus Christ did for me. And the ones that association with Jehovah Witness, y'all know what I'm talking about. I know. I'm going to say a few last things and I'm going to be on out of here because I've been emotional of our families. I mean, all our family, even the extended family. I still consider y'all part of the family. So y'all the family, period. And I want to thank y'all so much to come here because y'all didn't have to come here. Y'all could have been somewhere else, but you take the time. You know, I was gonna postpone this. I was. I was like, not even there. But part of preaching the good news that as you see Joe Witness around the world is sometimes you just gotta suck it up and give and help people. I just want to give my cipher of my brother, Paul Timothy Thomas, was born December 17th, 1964. And he served Jehovah to the end, to August 18th of this year, 2021. I lost an advocate. So When you have somebody that you can make amends with, do that. Then if they don't, they got to deal with it. That's why I fight hard for injustices that nobody don't want to speak on. See, we have to learn. It's okay to learn from others and incorporate of your own vision. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. No, stay on God's side, you will prosper. Not when you want to, not when the time you want, but you will. Stay the course. Stay the course. Because my late brother, poor Timothy Thomas, father, uncle, cousin, he stayed the course. Are we willing to stay the course? Even though through trial tribulation of the last days of our lives. And like again, people say, why are you dressing like that? Because he loves it like that. That's why. And I love it. This is my style. No? This sweaters get on my doggone nerves, y'all. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like shirts. I gotta get. Well, let me see. No, I gotta look good. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look good. You know, like my brother when before he got me said, man, I gotta look good for the honeys. He used to say. He was ladies man too, in a good way. He attract some beautiful women. Sure did. Trying to get me hooked up with some of them. Like, But that's another story. But don't let this fool you. You know, I'm a warrior. I'm a rebel for a great cause. I don't back down for nothing. The devil had trying to make me a savage, trying to put me in a gutter. And look where I'm at right now. So, all praise to Jehovah, to your son, Jesus Christ. I want to thank y'all so much. No, let me get this out. If anybody that wants to donate, please do. It's right up there. Brother Lou has put the description, put the links in there. Hit the link, y'all. Hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link. Just understand that when things get down, keep on fighting. Thank you, Sister. Fight. And sometimes that people could give you, sometimes they get good advice, but sometimes that advice is not fit for you. You pray to God and just fight. Give it to God. And work in harmony in that. And you will prevail. I'm not saying that with God, he gonna send people, no, it's not about that. Yeah, he sent somebody for a purpose, but there are some people just don't know. They go by what they know. You pray over that. Keep on fighting. Bullseye TV, thank you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. See that you new. Please hit the bell if you're the first time so you could be sub to the chat. I mean, not I cannot say that word. I mean, so you could put a brick on it so you could be part of the family. Cooking with Brother CER, thank you. Appreciate that. You know, sometimes people say, oh, death is all the same. It's not the same. No, it's not. So there people deal with their service. Sometimes you got to think of relationships too. There are some people that's not together, so they hurt, but it's not gonna really. It's gonna hit them, but you know, I lost a mother. Lost my brother. This one, it should has effect on me personally. It does. You know. But then, you know, we're gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna get out of here. It hurts. Despite that, I know that I'm gonna see him in paradise. I am. I'm gonna see him in paradise. I can't call him no more. I'm gonna say, "What's up, J Bone?" I'm gonna miss reading the scriptures to each other, study the text together. I'll miss that we talk about the good times. Now, people say, you know, you can carry the memories with you, but it's not the same, y'all. It's not the same. That's what I'm saying, that gotta deal with what it is. Their memories, yes, but it still hurts. We human beings. We supposed to be on this earth forever. But of the disrespect of Adam and Eve, that's why we in this. That's why Jehovah have his son Jesus Christ to temporarily erase, to give his life, so us as the sweet slave, to us as human beings. Back in the day, they called us the Gentiles, so we can still have another shot to get to paradise. And I thank Job for that. Peace to y'all and your families. In the chat, and the ones in the clouds that have respect for the number one grinder. Even the ones that trying to bring me down. I'm here. Peace to you and your families too. Hope you prosper too. Just as my late second oldest brothers always say that. Nah, I'm here. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. Because I know it's the truth. I remember that we worked for sanitation, and they used to, when it snows up in New York, it snows real bad in New York. Y'all know the one in New York, y'all know what I'm talking about. Even the ones used to live there, y'all know what I'm talking about. He always look out for the ones that are homeless, that certain ones don't have nowhere to go. He give them jobs. And he used to get heat over like the people. Oh, what you going to? Nah, I want to go in my neighborhood. They need jobs too. And I remember he called me and said, hey, you want a job? I said, yeah, I get a job. And he put me in the area that I'm familiar of and everything. And it was a good time too. Because he understand I like to be in the community, to help, to inspire. Hmm. All I'm saying, this is a sign of the last days. We gotta make a choice. And you have to also make a choice for your family. And any family member that disrespect Jehovah, they have to receive spiritual counsel to get thrown out. It's all about love. And hopefully they get spiritual counsel, they come back. Be welcome back. Because Jehovah, he's a clean God. Jehovah's a clean God, not a dirty God. Satan dirty. But it's your choice. It's your choice. Excuse me. Again, on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder. Better know real name. I'm just gonna say my initials, JT. We want to put a smile on Jehovah's name. It's taking the truth. Let's do whatever we can to help others. Help yourself too now. Help yourself. And I know that we talk about men all the time. Yeah, you know, man, but your men, y'all need to talk about some of these women too. But we have to be respectful. But also these women is not listening what God's saying too. That wants to dress up as men. That act like dirty hobbits. And that's not good in God's eyes either. And I hope that your men talk about that too. If we're going to be fair, be fair. Anything that's detestable in God's eyes, that's how it is. Men, you cannot be around women that are doing detestable things in God's eyes. You can't do that. But you want to rip men apart. No, that's not the human way. And it goes vice versa too. No. You can't do that. You can't. Just understand, women, as men, just as you do a certain thing too, God's looking at you too. See, God do not discriminate. All right? Drop that. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Dark, your truth, the #1 grinder. Peace to y'all and your families again. I know. And I might have MMA tomorrow. I might not. It really depends how I'm gonna feel. Um, hey, you always be coming late. You always tell me late, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. But again, before I continue, I'm gonna let it. Anybody that wants to donate, here goes the link right there. Like I said, you can go up and chat. Brother Lou had put the link out there, but let me read this out before I close this out. Cash App is $ capital JT 53000. Also, I do have PayPal, paypal.me/ Owen Cash JT Black 53. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support too. Appreciate you. No? Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother Lou. Hit the links, y'all. Hit the links. But thank you. Appreciate the information, man. I appreciate that. Much respect to you too. You keep up the great work too. Stay on that helmet. You know what I mean? Stay on that helmet. Got to stay on his helmets, man. Stay on it. I'm with you on that. I ain't gonna say it. I don't want to say the name because I want to keep things in perspective. But stay on that helmet. I'm on that. And I just want to let my brother know, my late second oldest brother know, I love you. J Bone loves you, and I'm gonna keep on fighting. And we are the warrior ones. I just made up the name for me and him. I'm gonna tell my niece. Well, I don't know I'm talking today, tomorrow. Might be, she might call me tonight, knowing her, or tomorrow. We the warrior ones. One that standing for God. We the warrior ones. We the ones. We the ones. I'll be off my channel again. I know, but it seems like days is coming up, and everything. I just want to give you something. I just want to give you something. That's all about advocate. Sometimes you could just. But I don't. Let me get out of it because I know y'all want to do some things, and I do not want to keep you waiting, and I have to be so considerate. Okay, but on behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, yours truly. Thank you, Escacho. I appreciate y'all the ones that came in late. You can always catch it on the rewind. Right? Keep on fighting for the truth. You will prevail. No matter what it is. I don't know about, well, I'll let you know, Escacho. I don't know. Because the way I feel right now, I don't know. But you never know. So far tomorrow, yeah. So far tomorrow, yeah. But I'm out of here. You have a good night. Peace to y'all and your families. I love y'all. Bro, see you in paradise. Everybody else, y'all see me around? Okay, I will. Yeah. Love y'all. And all praise to the one and only Jehovah through his son Jesus Christ. This one is Ghost. Oh, forgot. Anybody that is traveling to a destination or home, Please be careful. Please take extra safety precaution because the climate out there is real and we don't want nothing to happen to y'all. All right? Stay blessed, everybody. Stay blessed, stay blessed, stay blessed.